Ting bong. We're back, boys.
Yo, Basil's such a fucking idiot, man. Holy shit.
14 / episode 13.
Bro, we just recorded like 10 minutes and then I see this red light facing me and I'm like, is this free time? You've really just been fucking recording with the mic facing the wrong way.
I had it facing the wrong way around, man.
Hey, yo, your mic, I literally dropped my mic, like, your mic's wrong way. He's like, yeah, I think it is. I'm like, no, it is. I see the fucking red light, cunt. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Yo, fuck intros, bro. We're sorry about last week. That was really
yeah. So is this episode 14 or 13?
It's 13.
It's 13 technically.
It was meant to be 13 last week, but...
Yeah, it was meant to be.
So
and we recorded
13.
a banging fucking episode.
It was
like
a banger.
The latest TikTok that's you wouldn't notice, like, where is it from? Fucking exploded. It was from the last episode.
Yeah.
It was so fucking good. And what we did in that episode is we capped it to 1 hour. And because we capped it to 1 hour, it was so much more jam-packed. So we're going to do it again this week.
Yeah, we'll put an hour and maybe we'll put like a poll or something later on in the week, and you guys can tell us whether you prefer 1 hour or 1.5, whatever.
Absolutely, man.
Because we're happy to cater to you, but we just thought it was quite punchy and it was just a bit of fun. Plus, we got shit to do, you know what I mean? So it is what it is.
Plus, I feel like when you squeeze things into a shorter time frame, it's just fucking better. It's more explosion, more. It's like fast twitch muscles.
Yeah, is that how you justify having a small penis? Like, no, it's like really condensed. You know
that's how I justify coming in 2 minutes.
No.
It was a really good action-packed 2 minutes.
It's 10 inches, but like I pushed it against a wall one day, so it just like really got really squished.
It's like a pug. What is it? Are those pugs that was in the short?
Yo, we were actually, in the 10 minutes, it was an interesting topic, so I want to bring it back. But so we were essentially talking about like, back in the day where, you know, you'd be like fucking 16 having a wank to like a girl.
Oh yeah, I forgot what it was.
Like that, right?
Yeah.
And so my question to you is, right, is this illegal? Like not by law, because obviously it is, but like by not law. You know? do we as a group of gentlemen and sophisticates think this is illegal? If you smashed a chick, right?
Yeah.
When you're, let's just pretend the age of consent is 18.
Yep.
Just because 16.
But you were about to say
creepy,
7.
You know what I mean? So let's say you guys smashed when you were 17.
Yep.
And she, like, there's a photo of her looking fine. And back when you were 17, you jerked it to that photo. If you're 22 and you looked at that photo when she was 17 and you jacked it, is there any, like, concession because you guys used to fuck and you know it? You're not just looking at a random 17-year-old. You're looking at a girl you know and have had experiences with.
It's still, I still don't reckon it's okay. You're still jerking off to a child.
You're right.
And while you were
but
a
is
child,
it slightly less?
Okay, let me pose you this. I'll answer your question with a question.
Yeah, sure.
If you're 5 years old watching a 5-year-old show, that's okay. If you're 30 years old watching the same 5-year-old show, it's not okay.
Yo, I'll hit you up with another question.
Yeah.
Fucking boom.
Boom.
If you're 30 years old and you're jerking off to the memory of you being 16 with another 16-year-old, are you just watching child porn in your mind?
You are, but I think that's okay.
No,
reliving memories is not pedophilia.
But what do you mean? That's what I'm saying.
No, you looking at a picture of a 16-year-old.
What if you're reliving the memory of when you jerked off to that picture back in the day?
Oh.
You're like, yo, this was such a good fucking photo back in those days.
But okay, it depends. If you're reliving your memory looking at the 16-year-old, then it's pedophilia. If you're just trying to remember the feeling, then it's fine.
Like, have you seen Emily Ratajkowski?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. There's a photo of her when she was 16 and she's got like D-cup tits and shit like that.
What?
And people will be like, hey, yo, like I'd go to jail for this.
Bro, she's one of those chicks that's like super skinny and has humongous tits.
Yeah, it's
and
crazy.
just no one knows how. And she's nice enough to show them to us all.
Yeah, I know. Fucking good on her, man.
I think that she's a charity worker.
I think so as well. She does like all these fucking, walks around.
Yeah.
You know those white girls who just walk along the street and like fist bump for no reason?
Yeah, absolutely.
They're like,
fist in the sky for all the problems.
They're changing the world by, like stopping
I've
the
actually got
and saving black people and fucking freeing Palestine, like all at once.
All of those things.
Yo, do you know what's crazy? They do so many things and still have time to have 3 acai bowls a day. Like
literally.
The best multitaskers of all time.
That actually made me think about something that I always think about, which is this.
What's that?
Are charities / every fucking cause ever, are they selfish? Why would they be selfish? Good question, Basil. The reason why is because why do they think that they have the fucking right to make us sad? you see like free the Mandem, free the fucking Ooklas, or whatever their name is.
So the what?
The Uyghurs.
Yo,
free the Uyghurs.
Baz, you're not dark enough to say that word.
No, Uyghurs are the Chinese.
Yo, chill.
Anyway, are they selfish? Because firstly, what makes them think that that problem is bigger than every other problem on Earth?
It's like
One.
you're in a concentration camp. Boo.
Yeah, but there's a million problems on Earth. Why do you think that you're above all the others?
Do you reckon
Very
if you walked up
selfish.
to one of those like cages that the Chinese are keeping the Uyghurs in and said, "Why are you more important?" Do you reckon they'd be like, "All right, starving Africans, that's better."
So you have starving people in Yemen. You have people in concentration camps in the Uyghur camps. You have fucking, what else is sad? You have the gender wage gap. Suddenly doesn't sound like a big deal, does it? Next to those problems.
Okay, what is more important? Freeing Palestine or saving the Uyghurs?
That's the thing. Who decides which one is more important? But either way, they're all selfish.
Do you know
Because
what I think it is? I think it's decided by which one white girl Tiffany decides to repost.
because that
she's
solves
driving
it.
social change, as we just
Bro,
discussed.
she's driving the change.
Yo, she really is, bro. Shout out to Tiff. Shows us her tits and saves the world all at the same time.
That's what Emily does.
It will be like, yo, free Palestine. You know what the Zionists are doing is just horrible. But the next slide, the next story will obviously be
The next
swipe up
slide
my
in
OnlyFans.
this charity PowerPoint.
Like, I fucked an Arab man to save Palestine or something like that. You know, all tips will be donated to the cause. But it is, she's doing her part. You know what I mean? Like,
Did you see that BLM video where there was like a guy filming, and then there was a girl and her boyfriend that were filmed, and then there was a black guy recording. It's like, oh, would you record? Like I say, on video they were like, this black guy's never kissed a white girl. Will you do it for BLM?
Oh, yeah, I saw it.
And she did it in front of her boyfriend.
And it was that one where he just like kept walking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, what?
Yo, you can't be doing that, bro.
Oh,
You
man.
can't be doing that.
And I feel like she even asked the boyfriend, is it okay? And he was like, yeah, all good. Do it for BLM.
No.
Firstly, what the fuck does that do for Black Lives Matter? Fucking, it does
I
nothing.
mean, he's getting his dick sucked, so that's something. That's reparations, isn't it? You know how if you just so your people
My
are still
people.
being oppressed, Palestinians.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But let's say tomorrow,
Yep.
things just get fixed.
Okay.
There's still going to be some lingering resentment, being like, "Yo,
Oh,
you
absolutely.
like, beat up my people." You know what I mean? And then like in 100 years, there might be like some level of residual, like,
Yep.
where I'm going.
Where are you
This
going
might be
with
an
this?
edit
Yeah.
point. Anyway, like how like as you go along, the anger gets less intense. Obviously.
Yep.
At what point?
At what point what?
Okay, this is a potential edit point now. Yeah, we decided to cut that one. All right, continuing on.
Yep, moving on. But okay, what I was about to say, and we might need to cut this as well, is that the thing is with racism. So I'm Arab, as you guys should know by now. Me experiencing people, which I haven't before, by the way, but me experiencing people being like, oh, like racism towards me or anything like that, that's one thing. So that's racism.
Yeah.
It's a whole other thing to experience physiological racism, like not being able to leave your country or not being able to get medical supplies because they're not being shipped in. Like,
This is Basil trying to go back on his charity thing by saying, we're the most oppressed.
no, I'm not trying to say that. I'm just trying to say that there's levels to this shit. And there's first world problems, which is being called a dirty Arab. That's a first world problem.
Yo.
It's a third
He
world
said
problem.
that, not
It's
me.
a real problem if you can't get the medical supplies into your country because the country that governs your country, I don't want to say the name of it, restricts it to come in. Like,
But
that's
yo,
a whole other thing.
So then, hypothetically speaking, if
Yeah.
like Israelis were trying to like bring in like vaccines or something like that, and like Hamas blew it up, you'd be like, "Yo, Israeli being really oppressed right now."
Oh, absolutely. That's so fucked up on many levels to stop medicine from coming into a country. That's
What if they stopped beer?
beer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a beer truck.
okay. Well, look, that's a whole other question.
I know, it's so much worse.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
It's like,
But
bro,
all I was
don't
trying
ruin
to
the
say
fun
is that
for us.
There's levels to it. Like it's like if you say, okay, oh, I can't get a job because people aren't interviewing me as soon as they notice I'm Arab. That sucks, and it's racism and needs to be fixed. But there are bigger problems, and it could be a lot worse. Like the fact that you can even go to this interview and you have full health is something you should be thankful for before you complain about that top level of racism.
What do you think about the idea that like because some people say first world problems aren't problems.
Problems?
Aren't.
Well, they
Meaning
still are.
because like comparatively speaking, they're not. Like you look at even the state of Palestinians and you compare them to certain fucking people in Africa.
Yeah.
Where their poverty is so extreme.
Not even Africa, like just Middle East. Like Middle East is now the new Africa. Look at Yemen, bro. Yemen is doing worse than fucking any other country on earth, pretty much. Yemen, Afghanistan, some parts of Iran,
I mean, yeah, in some areas, for
Yeah.
100%. But
Yeah.
like, there are definitely levels to this game. I agree
Yeah.
with you, especially when they were still war torn.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure there's not like active.
There's
war.
still some civil war. There's a lot of civil
Yeah.
war, like in Lebanon. Like even Lebanon, which used to be phenomenal 5 years ago, it's now wrecked.
I'm pretty sure they've been fighting, bro.
Hmm?
I remember. Wait, is Yemen near Lebanon?
No,
they're
Yemen is in the
separate.
bottom near like UAE.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
So it's like near like,
Lebanon's
you know
the
where Somalia is? It's the other side. So Africa.
Oh
the
yeah.
Horn of
They
Somalia,
always
it's the other
have,
side. Yeah.
Yo, shout out to the Somalis, bro.
Bro, shout out! I want to go. I want to go to Somalia and I want to go to Somaliland.
Would you look for Captain Jack Sparrow when you went to Somalia?
That's
Like, you know what I mean?
not Caribbean, but
No, but would you just like look for them pirates? You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Anyway, moving just to a lighter note, I've got a really important hypothetical question, which I was thinking about earlier today, and I discussed with a friend. And there's no right answer here, so I want to hear your thought.
I'm gonna
process.
find the right answer, mate.
Okay, so if your daughter is going on a date and she asks you for a condom, what do?
Oh, how does she ask me?
So, hey, Dad, I'm going on a date tonight. Do you have any condoms?
Oh,
Do you give her a condom or not?
yo, what if you give her a condom and it's just like like normal, and she's like, oh, he takes magnums. You just like kill yourself then. You know?
Are you going to give her one?
Yeah, I mean, would you go like imagine if you go there and they're like, oh yeah, we just need some magnums, and he's like, oh, you're three, and he's like, no, the extra large one.
What if she specifies, instead of saying, can I have some condoms, she says, can I have some magnums? Extra lube.
Oh, if she gets lube as well, she's either a virgin or fucking getting railed tonight, bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. So would you?
I don't know. I don't think so, man. I think that's
You
too
wouldn't?
disrespectful.
I would give her 100%. I'd give her. What, you wanted to be raw dogged?
Nah, but it's like you should have a respect for me. You know what I mean?
You should just buy them yourself.
Yeah, you
But that's
fucking
not
poor
that's
cunt.
not the hypothetical.
Hey, guess what? You can't afford to fucking buy condoms. You can't afford to have sex.
Oh well, she's gonna have sex regardless.
Okay, then you can have a baby and you can be out on your own, bitch. What are you doing,
Oy,
stupid?
but nah. I reckon it's just easier. Just give her the condom.
Nah, do you know what? I'll take the baby and I'll kick you out.
Oy.
You lost your seat. Back to coach. Stupid.
Bro. Fucking, it's a tough dilemma.
No, but it's like raise your look. If she asked if you had a chick,
Yeah.
that might be a better question to her because I feel like a girl would be more likely to ask their mum for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But,
Like,
but then if you give her the condom,
how sex positive are you going to be with your kids?
I reckon I'll be very sex positive.
But like you can be like, yo, I was railing your mum last night. She's loving it.
I might for the meme.
Me too, mate.
Bro, I honestly think that sex positivity is it's the best thing you could do as a
What
parent.
about HIV positivity? I heard it's good for slimming up in winter.
Yeah.
Just stop taking your
So
fucking
is chain
pills for a
smoking.
few weeks. You know what I
Chain
mean?
smoking and fucking going to jail. Like various other ways, great ways to lose weight.
It's so funny because you don't want to be the walking stereotype where you're like, I don't know, you know,
Becoming
that
a
show
crack
Shameless?
addict.
No,
All
you
great
know that
ways.
show Shameless?
Shameless, yeah, of course.
Yeah, so there's a show Shameless, and there's this scene where there's this dad who's like super conservative Christian.
Oh,
And
yeah.
there's this girl who's a fucking whore, right? But she's a good girl who shows her tits on the camera, you know, it's like respect.
Okay.
But like, there's this thing where it's like a purity ball where girls go and confess their sins in front of their fathers and other people in order to be like seen as virgins once again in the eyes of the Lord.
Yeah.
And the girl says, "Is there something like this for guys?" And the dad literally looks at her without even blinking and said, "Why would there be one for guys?"
A purity ball.
Meaning, like, why would guys ever confess to sexual sin so they could be looked at as a real person? And it's like, you don't want to be that stereotypical fucking dad who's like, or like, you know, the just wanker who's like, oh yeah, a chick's had sex, so she's a used pair of socks. Have you ever heard that stereotype where it's like,
no.
would you put your foot in shoes another man has worn? It's like,
Yeah, I probably would.
bro, that's so corny, bro.
Have you not bought secondhand shoes before?
Of course not. I'm not a public cut. Shoes aren't that expensive.
To be fair, I haven't either. But
Yeah.
I've worn like my dad's shoes sometimes. Like if I didn't have dress shoes, or if I wanted to borrow my brother's shoes.
It's so funny in this fucking context. I'm like, you fucked your stepmom? What happened in Jordan, bro?
Nah, like that's not that weird because if you have the
Fucking
same
your
size-
stepmom. I know Jordi El Nino does it, mate. I don't know about
Oh
anyone
my
else.
god! But nah, dude. I haven't. Firstly, I think that sex positivity is fucking amazing because it stops
Yeah.
them from being sluts.
Not necessarily.
Dude, all the fucking chicks that I know who are like, love to fucking bang a lot of people. Not that there's a problem with that, but all the girls that I know have strict parents. And then as soon as they moved out, they were like a hoe in chains, and now they're just fucking changed
To
their
be
leash.
fair, I know the demographics of people you've hung out with a lot, and I think they're going to have strict parents.
Yeah.
I don't think you've met very many people who have heaps sex positivity fucking parents, and they just haven't fucked people.
Oh, I have a
You
lot
also
of friends
fucking
that
lived in Baz lived in uni dorms for like 2 or 3
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
Where
and
people are
uni
getting
dorms are
railed
the
left,
opposite.
right,
Like
center.
whatever parents you have, you go to uni dorms and suddenly you're like,
Yeah, you're a
Yeah,
whore.
exactly.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
You know, you belong to the dorm.
yeah.
It is
By the way,
what it
for
is.
all the viewers, if you have any opportunity to go to fucking dorms,
Yeah,
go.
that's fun.
Go, bro. Like, even if you had to pay for like half of it, or if
Yeah,
you had to
look,
pay-
you're gonna have to pay for a few like C-packs, you know, the ones that get rid of chlamydia, gonorrhea.
city packs.
I think that's what it's called.
What is that?
C-pack. It's I think it's something that they used to have back in the day that was meant to like clear up gonorrhea or
What?
clap. No,
That's a
chlamydia,
thing?
sorry. Yeah, no, it was like the pill you take.
I know there's a pill you can take to stop getting fucking AIDS or
What is
HIV. It's called Hep. Oh no, that's another one. It's
No, it's
called
Hep.
It's
Oh,
called
yeah, it is Hep.
Huh?
No, it's PrEP.
Prep. That's the
Yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah.
So you take Prep and then it's like pre something, and you don't get HIV.
I think that's the thing they do to also reduce the. How gross is it, by the way, that it's what is it, like the transferable load or something?
Transferable load.
Yeah, so there's this thing with HIV where they take that thing, they take the drug, I think Hep, and they lower the amount of shit in their like fluids so much that it's not traceable. But
Yeah.
the word they use is they make it a non-traceable load. And it's just like, just don't use the word load when we're talking about not being able to get like AIDS in your cum, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
no, I
It's
get what you're
too
saying.
Nasty.
Dude, I mean,
If your daughter was like a whore,
yeah,
like she's an OnlyFans girl at like 16,
yeah.
she's having
16,
gangbangs
that's
in your
illegal.
house. Let's 18, sure.
Okay.
She's having gangbangs in your house, you know what I mean?
In your house.
Yeah.
No, I want to put it into that.
No,
You
but
can,
like
you can bring
she's
your
doing
boyfriend over, but you can't bring one night stands. You can't have casual sex in my house.
No, but what do you do if you just walk in and she's getting fucking 3 dudes bukkake the fuck out of that?
What do I do?
It's like an original glazed donut from fucking Krispy Kreme.
Oh, I kick them out. What do you mean?
Yeah, but they've already nutted on your girl's face.
Fucking, well, it's a sunk cost. It's already happened.
But that's the thing. You can't even imagine trying to look at her again.
I mean, honestly, dude, at the end of the day,
Yo, what would you do if your son was gay and he got bukkake?
I would look at, I mean, honestly, fuck. By like a bunch of dudes or
Do
what?
you know what's so funny as guys? If your son was gay and he was the top, you'd be more alright with it. You know what I mean? I don't know why, but it's just, it's
Yeah,
a
I
fact.
get I get what you're saying. But
Like,
dude,
imagine if your son was a bottom and you just seem like waddling to the table. You're like, oh, fucking hell, man.
what would you do if he just nonchalantly said, "Oh fuck," like he's just shifting around in his chair, and you all know why? What do you do?
Like, how was your day, son? No, but Baz, the real question is, talking about gay stuff, if you had to go to prison in 3 months,
Yeah.
what would you do to prepare?
Oh,
Like, you know what I mean? I mean, are we talking about like, you know, you're going and lifting weights to get really big? Are you learning karate? Like, are you trying to eliminate your gag reflex? Like, what are you doing in this 3 month time?
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a quick check on who's there, try to figure out what the gangs are, and see if I can get an external in.
Yo, there's never
too-
Arab gangs, is there?
It's too late. It's too late to fucking learn.
What would you do? Would you go to the beach and try to get really tanned? Or would you go for the white gang?
Why the fuck? Oh,
Because there's never
to
Arab gangs. you
to
see
join the
in there.
Mexican gang as an Arab imposter who doesn't speak any Spanish because I went to the beach a week before.
But you say, hey, ese. I don't know what you mean.
Ese.
Hey,
I'm
Moricano.
a gringo. Hey, gringo, get out of here. Nah, bro. I'll try to do some research beforehand. Find some old like convicted people, like ex felons, and try to see if I can make an in.
Go on LinkedIn.
Yeah, go on LinkedIn.
Network.
Yeah. You reckon? Do you think ex cellmates will have that on LinkedIn?
Do you reckon it's just like, especially white collar criminals, it's like CEO of investment bank, 5-year break, Woolworths employee. It's like, what happened in this 5 years? Like, you know.
Actually, that brings me to
little
a question. What do you think about posts that are obviously on the wrong spot? For example,
mean?
when someone puts a LinkedIn post, they're like, "Oh, congratulations to my 3-year-old son on finishing primary school."
Do
Like, that's a
people do-
Facebook post,
Wait, do
not a
people do that?
LinkedIn
Do
post.
people do that shit?
Huh? Yeah.
Oh, that's
all
so
the
funny.
fucking time. Or something on Instagram that should be fucking not on Instagram.
Like what?
Like them putting a screenshot of their notes saying something. Brother, put that on your fucking Facebook. Firstly, don't post it. We
You
don't
mean
care.
Twitter?
Huh?
You mean
Oh,
Twitter?
or Twitter.
Yeah,
don't have
but like
Twitter.
people don't have a Twitter following. You know what I mean? It's just one of them things, isn't it?
Yeah, so then just fucking pretend that no one cares and then you'd be right.
No one gives a fuck. Kill yourself. Simple. I don't know what you want
Not
from me.
that extreme, not that extreme.
No.
No.
Jump off a building now.
No.
I love that
Disagree.
saying thing like da 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 da.
Well, oh, that rhythm.
That the rhythm of things.
The rhythm
you know?
of motion. Fair enough.
Hey yo, I've been mad sick the last week.
Oh, yeah?
And I was in the chemist, right? You know, getting some antibiotics, trying to heal myself.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Health is wealth.
Health is wealth.
Health is wealth, baby. And I want to know this question, right? And obviously you're not going to be able to answer it because it's a question no one can ever like truly answer. But I'm going to put it out there and maybe someone can help us figure this out.
Go on.
What do chemists actually do behind the counter when you're waiting 10 minutes for them to hand you one box? Like, why does it always, you know, there'll be
it's like
no
a
one,
librarian. It's
there'll
like
be
looking for the
no
fucking
one in
medicine.
the store. No one.
Looking for the medicine.
Bruv, it does not take you 10 minutes. It's a box.
But there's thousands of medicines back
No, it's not. It's just fucking right there, cunt.
What do you mean it's right there?
How are
cunt?
you this inefficient?
Also,
Your whole job is to go like,
CRM.
oh,
CRM. They're doing CRM things.
What the fuck's CRM?
Fucking client relationship manager.
What does that mean?
It means that like you got a system that you got to update whenever you remove some stock or when you add some stock. So
Do
they're
it
gonna
later,
check-
bitch.
Yeah, well, I don't think they want to do that.
Suck your mum.
They'd
What do you
rather
mean?
delay you than delay themselves.
Nah, go fuck yourself. It doesn't delay them. It only delays me.
Exactly.
But it's equal delay for them if they give it to me or not.
No, because they need
So
to
you're
check
just
their
saying
stock.
all chemists are bad people
Oh, no, what? Hey,
Is that what you're trying to imply?
I didn't say that.
because they're just wanting to watch. You know, it's like the Michael Caine bit where it's like some men just want to watch the world burn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's not a Michael Caine bit, it's an Alfred bit.
Yeah.
He wasn't just saying that, bro. It was a fucking. It's not the Mel Gibson.
Fucking
They may
Michael
win the war, but they will lose the battle.
But he said it.
No,
He did.
it's a Braveheart thing.
Then
not
how
a
come I
fucking
can
Mel
pull up a
Gibson
video of
thing.
him saying it?
Huh?
How come I can pull up a video on YouTube of him saying those words?
You think that fucking Mel Gibson walks around with blue fucking paint on
he
his
said
face?
it?
Huh?
He said it.
Yeah, he also said your mum's your dad, and a lot of other racist shit.
Oh, that was Oliver.
All right, boys. So we're gonna spin.
Time for the milk bucket dollar.
Exactly. So we're gonna
Minimum
spin this.
value, $1 Australian dollar.
Exactly.
Fucking maximum value, the world.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So this is the first time us spinning it.
Yo,
So we're gonna see.
we read
who
all
fucking
your
wins it.
entries. We read them all. We read it last week, actually. You know,
Yeah.
but the audio was fucked. But don't worry. Maybe we'll like post that shit later or something like that. But we're not going to go through them because we got a lot of shit to cover today. So don't worry. We read them all. We chucked them in a spinny wheel. If you want to see it, go to the YouTube video. We'll chuck it up there.
Yep.
Let's hit it,
And
Baz.
let's hit it.
Who's becoming rich?
Spinning.
Who's
spinning.
making
Let's
money
see.
today, bro? Who's fucking bitches?
And it is. Oi! It's Kenny X123.
Hey, he actually had a nice message, I think.
Did he?
Yeah,
Fucking Kenny. Congratulations, brother. Is he Aussie?
I can't remember.
I feel like if he was Aussie, he'd be Keno.
He kind of looked like Hawaiian.
Hawaiian. Wait,
I
did
could
you
be
stalk
thinking
him?
of someone completely different.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I think he was tanned with like dark hair or something like that.
So that's why he's Hawaiian.
Yeah.
He's tan with dark hair.
I don't know, bro. Shout out to you, Kenny. We'll get in touch with you and send that shit out.
Good things, bro.
Let's
Good
get back
things.
to the pod. Yo, so we asked the buckets this
Yep.
week. The topic, the question was, what is the best date spot on a first date?
Yep. What did they say?
Well, so we got a bunch of answers.
Okay.
And I think we should answer it at the end. And I think we should clarify, we don't mean a date, like let's say you know for a fact you're not going to get laid.
Yep.
So it's about putting in good groundwork. It's not about like, oh, it needs to be 10 minutes from my house.
So it's
Do you know what I
about
mean?
it's about setting up the pipeline.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's about piping her line. I agree.
Dude, pipeline is a perfect word for that.
Yeah. You're trying to drill for that oil. That
Yeah,
means
exactly.
squirting.
Exactly.
I mean,
I'm gonna actually write down. I'm gonna touch base on pipeline management later because I think that's a really cool thing to talk about.
Okay. I don't know what that is. All right, let's read out some of the responses you boys have. So Dario Lehman said, "Bro, tell me, I want to know these answers. Could you guys share them?"
Yeah, of course, bro.
Yeah,
We got you,
bro.
Dario.
Mitchy861 says, "Go eat. You learn a lot about her."
Go eat.
Like, yeah,
Absolutely, yeah.
100.
Should we say our suggestions first and then see if anyone agrees with us?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
So my first date I always go for this. If you really build rapport, so if you met them in real life in a bar, got her number, maybe you made out, and then you fucking went out, I would always go.
That's such a Basil fucking addition to say. It's like, okay, so you met us, you did anal. Anyway, so the next day.
No, okay. So actually, big line in the sand is like, how far have you gone? If you met online, then it's probably a bit weird to ask for more than coffee. But if you fucking met in a bar and you've chat heaps, even if you hadn't kissed yet, but you've chat heaps, you've built a lot of rapport.
I would count, that's obviously not the first date.
Yeah.
But I would say in this, you already know that person.
Yeah.
I'm saying, let's say you're trying to learn information about this girl on this date.
Like, so maybe you met her on Tinder.
Again, you're not trying to fuck. You know what I mean? Or like, obviously that's the goal and shit. But like, let's say you know that you can't.
My suggestion is start off with either drinks or coffee and then book it at a time where you have time to do other shit. So start off with a coffee. As you're having more chats, be like, I want to grab a beer. Then you go to a pub that's next door. Go to that pub, drink a couple of beers, go to a different place, get some food. Like, let it go organically.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think drinks are like, I think, not that corny, but I don't think they're that good.
Also, an issue with drinks is that if you then have a great date, then a lot of the times if you hang out sober, you realize that you actually don't like each other that much. I've had that before.
Yeah, also, it's like, I don't know, it's not that sex is like not the goal or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Or like, obviously, to some people, it's part of the goal, but you know what I mean? But like, it's very obvious that that's the goal when you want drinks.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and so I also just think like being in an area where you can't hear people isn't good if you're trying to talk to someone.
Or you can have a quiet pub. Or you can sit outside in a bar with like an outside area. But I do agree with you. Let's avoid drinks and go for coffee. Coffee is fucking incredible. It's so cheap as well. $3.50 each, $4 each.
I like, and this can be a weird one, but I've done it a lot and it's enjoyable. I like a fucking arcade.
Arcade?
Like a
For a
time
first
zone
date?
kind of thing. Yeah.
I would say second or third date.
No, bro.
Because you want to have destroyed the touch barrier by then. You want to have like not only like...
Yeah, but it's the perfect place to destroy the touch barrier.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Because if you haven't broken it yet, if you haven't even hugged yet, or like fucking... If you're not...
Baz, we're not 10. Who
If
doesn't
you're not
hug when you meet
comfortable,
them?
if you're not comfortable zapping her, then you shouldn't go to an arcade.
Who doesn't hug when they first meet?
No, you do. But it's one thing to do an introductory hug. It's another thing to put your hand around her waist without any hesitation.
Nah, Baz, you're bugging. You haven't done it. This is what I'm saying. These, like,
I've done arcade dates a lot. And they're fucking awesome.
Cap.
All right, I did. Maybe not first dates. But
Man's
I've done
like,
them.
I've done it once, alright? Relax.
I've done it at least 5 times. Minimum. And it's great fun, and I'll tell you
Fucked
that.
every time in the bathroom.
All right, let's read out the responses.
Picnic
as well.
No,
Picnics are
I
great.
think it's because it's like a fun little competition, you know what I mean? It adds to
Agree.
that and stuff like that. And if someone does something well, you can like go in for the fucking like, holy shit, and you hug them or something like that.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
win her a toy, all of a sudden you're like jumping up and down, like, holy shit, you like grab her, pick her up and stuff like
Yeah.
that, touch break.
Although there's a caveat. My friend fucking Edwin, very specific name. My friend Edwin fucking went to a arcade game with on the third day, and he spent $25 on one game trying to win a teddy bear for the girl.
Yeah.
Now he's been in a relationship for 2 years, but I think that was a bit too far.
Yeah, I've gone pretty far trying to win teddy bears in the past.
Really?
Yeah. It's not good.
Yeah, don't get sucked into that shit.
It's gambling for kids and guys trying to impress girls.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
exactly.
Nah, but here's the thing. Once the girl gets the toy, she's forgotten that you've just spent $30. So
Really?
like she doesn't think you're a loser, you know what I mean?
what if you
like,
quit?
oh, look at this
What if you
teddy
keep
bear you
$20 in
I mean, you've essentially paid for the bear.
for that much money?
You know what I mean? That's what it is.
You know,
the
you
way
get kid stuff. It
the
costs
way
same.
claw machines work is you essentially, they'll have a certain price that they determine is what they're willing to lose. So it's like, all right, for every teddy bear, it's $40. And the claw won't grip hard enough to actually hold the item until $40 has been deposited into that machine. And then it'll actually hold it.
So it's not about skill; it's about whereabouts you are until the point where it'll allow you to win.
Skill plays very little part. You can get lucky. Like I've gotten lucky with ones where it might have been positioned in a way where I could grab it and it pulls it up halfway, but that was enough for it to slide in.
Yep.
But in terms of to pick it up and drop it, it's all about, have we made our money on this?
But my
this
question
toy?
is it 1 in 40 will then win if it's $1 each, or is it every 41st wins? So there's no gamble.
No, it's every 41st.
Yeah.
It's not 1 in 40.
Yeah. So you could go 100 rounds and not win. But it's
No,
every
like, and
41st.
if you don't make it, if you completely miss it, it's $40 still.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's not. Maybe you have to hit it on the 40th turn.
Who knows?
I don't know. But the point is, like, you can get lucky and have people paid for your fucking toy. You know what I mean?
Jeez.
You do it first time.
All right, let's read this fucking paid ideas.
Yo, you don't want to know about claw machine?
No,
claw machine.
not
work?
really.
You don't?
We
Damn,
want to move
son,
on.
sorry. Okay, KFC Mark says, rob a store together. If you don't get caught, it's meant to be.
Facts. And you've just thought of a perfect idea, which I've done on a first date, which is amazing.
Bro, imagine how hot the sex would be if you just fucking robbed a store.
Bro, dude, you know what's amazing first date idea?
Sex.
If you're fucking awesome, by the way,
What?
aka if you're me, Kmart. Bro, going to fucking Kmart or IKEA or any store that you can like fucking sneak into the little aisles, have a little makeout sesh, go to a different area, fucking throw some balls at each other.
Here's the caveat.
Yeah,
It's not something you suggest. It's something that happens.
exactly.
So you
think
start
about
at
it and
coffee,
it happens. Yeah,
and then there's a Kmart. You're like, oh, do you want to go to
yeah,
Kmart?
exactly.
But if you said like, hey, yo, you want to go Kmart? She better be down with it. You know what I mean, to understand.
Bro, yeah, and it's
Yeah.
so good for like copping cheeky feels. Fucking yeah, it's impossible to not make out after going to Kmart.
Yeah. You'll be fucking, dude.
Yeah,
You'll
you'll
be
fuck.
fucking in the bed section.
You will fuck if you go to Kmart.
Zui says, watching the lobsters fight in the grocery store tank. Yo, respect, bro.
Okay.
James Wilson Photography says, pizza on the beach.
Oh,
not
serious
bad.
answer. Great, yeah.
It's just a bit of an effort, you know what I mean?
It's
You've got
also-
to get pizza and you've got
yeah.
to drive to the beach.
It's one of those ideas which is very romantic, but because it's romantic, you both feel a bit of pressure.
Yeah, and also you don't anticipate how annoying sand being in your asshole is. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, true.
sitting on sand, it's not as relaxing as you think. But yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
good.
great idea.
C Boring says to my basement.
Huh?
C Boring says to my basement.
To your basement.
Yeah,
Oh shit. Did they
fucking
voluntarily
Jeffrey
come?
Dahmer over here.
Yeah.
Tom 325 says a theme park.
A theme park.
That'd be pretty fun.
Bit
If
much
she
for a
likes
first
rides.
date.
Yeah,
Who's
I mean,
paying? Are you paying? Fucking that could cost you $100 each. I don't know if you want to
Yo,
cop that kind of.
just fucking do it, bro.
It's a big cash outlay
Just do it, bro.
for an uncertainty.
What if she says, if you pay for this ticket, I will fuck you?
Oh well, that's still a no for another reason because I don't want to have that transactional relationship.
Yeah, what if she got mad pussy though?
Okay, well that's fine.
What if the Yelp review is 5 stars?
Oh yeah, okay, well that's different. All right, next one.
What if it said like, hey yo, she gives you mints on your way out? You know what I mean?
She gives
Like,
you
and those-
mints. Okay,
Have
done.
you ever been to like those Asian
Done.
restaurants where they give you the little lollies on the way
Yeah,
out?
of course. It's best.
Okay, Brian Jackson says chip shop.
Chip shop.
Yeah,
What's chip shopping?
fish and chips.
Oh,
It's
nice.
all right.
Go
By
for
the
it.
beach. Life Fee says food to talk or something like an adventure.
Food talk.
Like go to food to talk to them.
Oh
You
yeah,
know what I mean? I like adventures. They're fun.
yeah, me too.
Josh Gilbert says a long walk along the sea.
Yeah, fair enough. Walk along the sea. I guess
Yeah.
like beach, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Mike Liltavok.
Yep.
Jesus. The dealer sell her to him to repay your debts. So that's some human trafficking.
I've seen lots of porn about that. Like landlord fucking has to get his payment one way or another.
I think this is more selling Ukrainian woman to American man as opposed to, but Johnny, there must be somewhere I can pay my debts.
yeah, it's like the landlord's going to get paid one way or another, and the wife is the one who loses in this situation.
All wins. She
Yeah.
might enjoy it.
Oh, true. Yeah,
Johnny's got a
in the
good
video. She did.
Johnny's got a good Yelp review.
Yeah,
Okay. He always leaves the tip.
yeah. A bit more than that.
8 stars and inches. Okay, Elliot V says, into the dunes by the beach with some wine, and if she wants the D.
Oh, you're doing a sandy fuck.
Yo, that's dangerous, bro.
Yeah, sandy
The
fox.
friction is, yeah.
Sand like beach sex is good until you do it.
Yeah, it looks hot.
It feels hot. It looks hot in porn, but it isn't in real life.
But then, like, yeah, you've got, like,
Yeah.
grains of sand in your ass cheeks, like, 20
and then
minutes
you
later,
have a
like-
you have a if you have a big like
Think about it this
size
way.
rug. It's
If
probably
you've
fine.
got grains of sand in your ass cheeks,
Yeah.
what has she got?
Fucking heaps.
Do you know what I mean? It's
Well,
like
but I'm
dead,
feeling
bro.
sandpaper on my dick.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I know how bad it is for her.
You can't tell if she's not turned on or not.
Yeah.
Like, is this a sand or are you not into this? What's making this dry? What's making this feel like the cold grip of my stepfather? I can't quite tell right now. Ralph H says, I've never been on a date, but I'd hang out with other friends of hers and mine at the water. That's fun.
Wait, you've never been on a date, but you have a girlfriend?
No, he's saying like I'd like go and fucking
Or like hypothetically, he would.
yeah, he'd hang
Yeah.
out with like groups of people. Or something
Okay.
like that.
Fair enough. You need to go on some dates, Ralph.
Yo, maybe he's just fucking bitches, bro.
Oh yeah. Well, how do you do that and not? Do you need to teach us, bro? If you're fucking
Yeah, I
bitches
know.
and not going to
He'll
dates,
tell
bro?
us,
That's
bro.
like finessing the system.
Teach us more, bro. Okay, Rosha Enzo says, bro,
Rosha.
I don't know much, but like my first time was in a park or just hanging around.
Yep, that's a great idea, by the way.
But he was a teenager, so he was like 15 at the time. Now he's 17, so he says the cinema.
Cinema is good when you're a kid because you feel like because you're probably a little bit awkward. So like a place where you're silent for 2 hours feels like a good idea.
Do you know what it also is? It's like, it's the expectation of a date. So they're not like, they've seen a cinema date in movies 1,000 times.
Yeah, exactly.
So they know
Yeah.
that
It feels
he's
normal.
meant to put his arm around me. I'm meant to lay my fucking head on his shoulder or
Yeah.
whatever. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll sneak a kiss. So it's not like, if you go to a coffee date, the girl doesn't know if you're going to try to kiss her or if it's just about like getting to know each other. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and so it's a random thing. So it's like, I think it's like an easy kind of thing. But I would definitely say be bold. You know what I mean?
You would say you're pro it?
Nah, be more bold than that.
Yeah,
'Cause I've
yeah.
done
Be more
them.
bold.
I've done them, but
You're silent for 2 hours. Build rapport. Dates
Exactly.
are all about building rapport.
you got to remember that, like, if you're going on a date with a girl,
Yeah.
I presume you want him more than just a fucker.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Although these guys, a lot of them are younger, so like maybe you don't have clubs to just go to do that. But anyway,
Yeah.
But presumably, if you do like this girl more, you want to express your personality because,
Yeah.
like, you don't want her to not like who you are.
Yeah.
And you could have a movie and think you had the most amazing date and realize you didn't talk to her once. So you neither of you know if you like each other.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Like
So
that's
yeah.
what's going to happen. You're not
Yeah.
going to have any rapport.
Ben Bryant says, I don't know about you, but I would take them on a bank heist. Hey, 2 bank heists.
Fucking Ben, great idea, bro.
I respect it. I'm not gonna lie. It'd be kind of sick.
Who would say no to that?
Huh?
Who would say no to that?
I know. Only a loser. Let's
Yeah.
be real. Bitch, they said on the podcast that you meant to say yes. What are you doing? Okay. John Threewell said strip club. Yo, balls out. If you got the balls to say, hey, yo, come to the fucking Spearmint Rhino with me.
Yeah.
Respect.
And if
You
she
know?
says yes, she's a keeper.
Yeah. Bucket of Dumb says Macca's. Again, if you can get a girl to accept you
Yeah.
to go to a Macca's date, I respect the fuck
Go
out
for
of
it,
you.
man. Go for it.
Cat in the Hat says, okay, so down where I live, we have this place called Alki Beach. At around 1 to 3 a.m., it's beautiful.
Oh, sure. Go to the beach. Yeah,
Yeah,
go for
but I
it, man.
assume like late night shit. Yeah, that's
Dude,
sick.
yeah. I reckon anything that has a little bit of light exercise because you want to get the blood flowing. A bit of light exercise.
Baz needs all the blood flow he can get.
Yeah. You want to get
Blue Chew.
As long as you're getting some fucking light exercise, like walking or fucking arcade, anything like that, that's what I would recommend.
Blue Chew. Use promo code Get in the Bucket for 15% off. Harder dicks.
One day.
Here at Blue Chew. Yo, shout out. Yo, all buckets, hit up Blue Chew and tell us to fucking send us some stuff.
Yeah. hit them
Money,
up.
not pill. Oh, a bit of both.
Both. I wouldn't mind either.
Okay. Eno care. I
Yep.
really don't care as long as I don't have to pay. We good.
Oh, but
You're gonna have a sad life, B.
You're going to have to pay. Don't. Like, what is this? You can't go in there expecting
That's how
not to
things
pay.
work in it. Okay. Arcus279. I went to the movies with her and spent the day at the shops. But yeah,
But yeah,
that's nice. That's like a nice kid date. you know?
movies and shops.
Yeah, like kicking it around the
Okay.
shops.
Okay, I think that's great. I think remove the movies and it would be better.
Yeah, but especially when you're young, that's like
Yeah,
it's a safe date. You know what I mean?
I think it's just like you don't want to talk for too long.
Yeah. Ollie 15 says the Mac is where ScoMo shit himself. Yo, if you
I
could
can't
find
believe that actually happened.
if you could find the stain, that would be hilarious. Bro.
It's a legit Macca's. It's
Yeah.
in Victoria. It's still there. Yeah.
Fucking
I
visit
think it's
it,
St
bro.
Kilda one, isn't it?
Oh, I hope
Or
it
is it New South Wales?
If it's in St Kilda, then like so many people have shit themselves there. St Kilda's a fucking hipster dirty area. It's a
Yeah.
lot of fun, but people shit themselves in St Kilda.
Exactly.
Let's be real.
True.
Okay, Todd Boy Mills says ice skating. It's either you fuck up together or one teaches the other, and dinner, of course.
Yeah.
Yo, I love that.
I
That's a
really like
good
that idea. I really, really like it.
That kind of like shared failure or one teaching the other is always so good.
Exactly. That's
know
like
what I mean?
that's a recipe to build inside jokes, which is exactly what we want.
Yeah, exactly. And you can also like determine if it's a good girl or not. Because like if she falls over and gets upset that you're joking about it, she's like, it's like fucking this bitch is gonna whine at me all day. You know what I mean? But if she's like the kind of girl who can fall over and then like push you or something like that, and you guys like have jokes and stuff, then it's fucking fantastic.
Totally agree.
Thick Thighs says my bedroom.
That's everyone's goal, bro.
Yes, sir, bro. It's
Although let me share a secret hack actually.
Yeah.
How to get them into your bed. So I did this 2 days ago. So this is how you get them into your bed really quickly without, you can't obviously be like, oh yeah, look, come over to my place, we'll meet there. So this is what I did, and here's a pro tip that you can do as well. Meet up at a place near your house, and then be like, okay, we'll go for a walk, we'll get some food, we'll get some drinks, and then we'll come, and then we'll see where the night leads us. So you have no suggestion that you're going back to your place, so she doesn't feel sleazy at all. On the way, be like, oh, I want to put on a jacket, or I want to put on some water. I want to get some water. Sorry, just some reasonable excuse for you to go back home. She'll be like, okay, my house is 5 minutes away. Let's just quickly stop there, get the jacket, and we'll leave.
Yeah.
Obviously, while you're at home, have a bit of a make out sesh. If you're good at that, then she'll be turned on enough for you to smash.
Yo, an extra thing. What if you get a net? So as she walks in, you pull it, and she gets caught, and now she's stuck with it. Yo, she's in your bedroom, bro. What do you want?
Yeah. And the thing is, I discovered that not even intentionally. I did not intend to do that. It just happened. It was organic and it worked. And now I'm going to do it in the future.
And that is his defense.
Huh?
That is his defense.
Yeah. No,
there was no premeditation.
That's true.
There was no premeditation. He didn't once think like, oh, let's leave the extra large condoms on the fucking bedside
Yeah.
table. Or anything like that.
Always hide the condoms, by the way. Don't have them in plain sight.
Yeah, don't like make animal, blow up animals with them or anything like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay, it's Abe Zent says, movies, go in for the arm around her cuddling and watching a good horror movie.
Yeah, if it's at home, go for it. I mean, if you can get her to your home, I feel okay. This is. What are your thoughts on watching a movie with a chick at home that you're like, first stages with a chick?
You trying to fuck or not?
I don't like it because if you're actually watching the movie.
No, but I'm never actually watching the movie.
If you're actually watching the movie, I don't like that because deep in my head, I'm like, I could be fucking blowing her back out right now. So I can't focus on the movie. And the thing is, she's probably thinking the same. She's not watching that.
She's thinking, I could be blowing his back out right now?
No. She could be.
Yeah, she might be.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the best cover because you're like, no, we're just watching movies.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
It just winked there.
Yeah. And now you're going to be kind of sneaky about it because now Netflix and chill is so fucking
It's so
overdone.
funny when you have have you seen those like memes where it's like are you still there, some father's daughter, and it's just like a girl fucking with a mouthful.
Yeah. Exactly. Do we have any more?
It's so funny when you start watching a movie and you smash and then you go and see the movie still playing and you're like, oh, how'd this happen?
Yeah.
You're like, yo, what happened here?
Exactly.
Jack Giverin drop memes, Jesus Christ. My basement, yep. Hazard in HD says probably dinner and then go for a walk on the beach or something.
Great idea.
That's good.
Great.
Axel Dye says arcade, yes sir. Go-karts,
awesome idea.
parks and movies. I agree. Angus DP said go out and just talk for fun.
Yeah.
Normal guy, the classic coffee shop.
Excellent idea.
Yo, we've literally only had one for both of our ideas, eh?
Yeah.
One coffee shop, one arcade. Jeez.
Is that it?
No, there's Jet Ryan said movies or in a park or somewhere you can lay down and look up at the stars. I think that's a good
Lay down and look at the stars is an amazing idea.
That's kind of like it came up, but that's like something that happens after the main one.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Should just be spontaneous.
Now, anyway, let's bring this to a serious note. You know
All
what
right.
I mean, we're trying to debate the big ticket items.
Yeah, exactly.
This is something I know for a fact we'll have a disagreement on.
Yeah.
Okay, but the whole point of this podcast is to kind of reach out and educate and
To educate.
it's a really
Educational entertainment. That's the
exactly
one, right?
more educational though. I would say.
Yeah, true.
I would say we're like
Yeah.
teachers.
It's more education than it is like funny. Because we don't really we don't push the lines. This is definitely a PG show.
I mean, just because we're not going as bad as we do in our regular life doesn't mean we're not PG.
Well,
Yo, how fun will it be when we have a fucking Patreon or something like that, and we can Where it's like, hey, yo, pay $5 and you get the dirty show.
I don't know if I want to do
Behind
that.
a
I don't
closed
like
door.
having people to pay for your stuff. Like, I feel like it should be free.
Yeah, of course, but it helps the show, doesn't it?
It does. We'll see.
If
We'll
we're at
see.
the point
What do
where
you
you're
guys
just
think?
making money from it, sure. But like, if it can
Yeah.
get to a point where we
I
don't
would
have sound
rather
errors
just-
every
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
5 minutes, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
Yo, if you watch tentacle rape, are you supporting rape?
No, because it's different.
Why is it different?
Because that can't be non-consensual. Because there's no one to consent.
What do you mean? What about
It's a
the actual-
cartoon.
No, but it's a girl.
No, it's a cartoon.
It's a girl.
It's fake.
No, her
The
name
girl
is
isn't real.
her
It's not,
name
it's not based
is,
on a true story.
Fuck, I don't know.
It's a
any
cartoon.
anime girls.
Cartoons can't consent.
What do you mean?
Cartoons don't have feelings.
So if they made a milk bucket cartoon and Baz got raped by an octopus,
Okay, that's different.
that's fine.
That's personal. That's different.
Why is it? Why? What do you mean? How would you feel if they made that cartoon and you loved it in the cartoon?
You're just jerking off to milk bucket getting raped.
Yeah, you're just
Oh,
like,
man.
why do I love it so much when it goes deep?
Yeah. I mean, I would rather watch a hentai rape film than an actual porno where a girl pretended to get raped. That would be fucked. So for me, I would much rather watch the hentai. where
I'm
I
not
know
gonna
it's
lie, I've seen one of those before.
The hentai?
No, obviously I've seen that, but
I've
no,
seen
the
both.
other ones, the real life. Yeah, it was so funny because it was like Beeg.
Oh yeah, Beach.
You like scroll through or whatever.
Beach.com.
And
Shout out.
anyway, you scroll through, and I see this thing, and like this chick's legit fighting. I'm like, oh my god, this is horrible. You know what I mean? Like she's like, I'm like, obviously, it's staged or whatever, but like,
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, this is like really fucked up. Like, why? Like, this is crazy that there's like a market for this. Anyway, once I finished jerking off, I was like, yo, this is bad, bruv. Like,
As soon
I
as
can't
you
believe
finish
you made me
jerking off,
nuts
you
at
look at
this.
what you're watching, or like you lock your screen and you see yourself through the black screen, and you're like, "Well, who or have I
have I
become?
become?
What am I?" It's not a good feeling. It's the same feeling when you jerk it to something like weird, like fucking ladyboy.
Oh, you, B.
Or hentai or anything weird like. I mean, hentai's not that weird.
And then the next day, it's like that fucking CJ meme from GTA San Andreas. It was like, oh no, here we go again.
Yeah,
Right back to it, bro.
exactly. Man.
Have you ever watched midget porn? I never watched that.
Yeah, of course.
Real?
Yeah, absolutely. Who hasn't?
I haven't.
Why not?
I don't know.
We can change that right now,
This is why we need a Patreon, Mass.
dude.
Milk Bucket Boys react to.
Do you know who
hentai.
made a Patreon?
Who's that?
My name is Aaliyah.
Oh yeah, no, it wasn't Patreon. It was Instagram Premium or something. Instagram Close Friends.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. But like the funniest thing about it was her justification.
What was the justification?
Like if you're a thought and you're like, yo, I can be making money for this, go for it. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like you do you. She said like, oh yeah, I know I have a lot of like under 18
oh
viewers.
yeah, so only
You know
the
what I mean?
18-year-olds can do
So
this
like,
one.
I just wanted to like find something that like, make it a bit more tame and like find something, for the over 18s as well. And I bet you her current post is going to be now close friends and her new posts are going to be like more bitch out.
So you reckon there's no nudes?
Nah, no way.
Not even like nips?
Nah. You make so much money through not posting nips.
You really?
Yeah, because you have thirsty boys on like the Reddit forums being like, yo, when is this slut going to post it? There was this chick who was like this Aussie TikToker who had massive tits and she had that.
I feel
Sammy
like
Jane
she
or
would
something.
make now these numbers coming straight on my ass, but I feel like she could make $1 million in the first month.
Why?
She's got such a crazy fucking fan base,
She doesn't.
especially if she does it in a way that it can't be leaked. I don't know how she would do that. But
Impossible.
yeah, but if she did it in a way that it can't be leaked.
Do you know what I found out? If you use Bing, you
Bing?
get Bing, the search engine Bing.
Yeah.
You get far better search results if you're trying to find that kind of shit, like OnlyFans
Really?
links. I don't know what it is.
Like leaked.
yeah,
leak things.
if you go on Google and you type in Rachel Cook OnlyFans leaks on like Chrome, so using Google search engine,
Yeah.
it'll come up with like her site.
You know what would be an incredible business idea for OnlyFans?
What's that?
To have like a unlimited pass. Like you pay $150 a month and you get an unlimited pass.
No, but some of these bitches are charging $30.
Yeah, $150. How many people
But
are
the thing
spending?
about it, there's no way it's going to be 100.
Well, I would say look at the upper echelon. What is the upper echelon of OnlyFans members? Not the posters, the members, the users. What's the upper echelon of what they're paying? And it could be a total of $400 a month, and then charge about that so that you can get more people to go to there so they can explore the full freedom of everyone. But then you'd have a lot of leaks. You'd have one person.
so many leaks.
Yeah.
You'd have one guy do it.
Exactly.
You'd have one legend do it and leak everything on Reddit,
Yeah.
and just for the karma points. on
I,
Reddit,
or
you know?
you can have it. You can have an OnlyFan hall pass, and then the fucking and the posters can select to turn it on.
Yo, it's so silly when you see those girls who like don't realize that money isn't made by charging $70 a month.
What do you mean?
Like, have you seen those? Like, there'll be like local girls who might have 20K on Instagram, and they're like, "Oh yeah, but I don't want my mum to see it. I don't want it to get leaked." Or like, I want to make money from this, so they'll charge like $70 US a month, and then like obviously, you know, no one's gonna fucking pay it, or like very few are gonna pay it,
You
and
just
there's gonna
need
be
50
way more
to
incentive.
make a couple K a month.
Huh?
You just need 50 people to sign up though.
Yeah, but no one's gonna do that. They might do it for the first one.
And they're probably
No one's gonna
milking
pay that
those people
repeatedly.
as well, like with $10 a message type
Huh?
thing. Like they're also milking them for more than just the 70 a month.
Yeah, but if you pay 70, you're not gonna pay for that. Like, I think
Or
the
I would say
smartest
if you are
option.
paying 70, you probably will.
No, because how much money can you spend?
Hundreds?
Also, there's no way that's going to be a consistent business model. Like, it's going to get to a point where it's too costly to go. So people are going to do it once,
Yeah.
and
Maybe.
you don't go for it. But if you see those smart girls who like they'll put it $5 or they'll put it free or something like that, so you've got access to it. But then it's all like pay for views.
Yeah.
So it's like a $20 video or something like that.
You know, if the chick is really smart about it or just really personable, I feel like the $70 a month system does work. If you have a small audience, 50, 40 even, but you're going deep with them. So you're having conversations with them. You're doing, like, you know all of them by name. You know a bit about them. So to the point where they're not going to stop it because they know you too well and you know them a lot.
Think about getting 50.
Huh?
Think about getting 50. Think about getting 50 to pay that.
Oh, I mean, if you have like 20, 30,000 followers, you
But
probably can find 50 thirsty men to sign
I
up
don't think
to
for
it.
that because you got to think it's all about the competition. Like if chocolate bars, if you'd never seen a chocolate bar before,
Yeah.
and you saw it charged for $5 for it, you might be like, oh, that's all right. But the second you see the one next to it charged for $1, you're like, why the fuck would I buy that?
Yeah.
So it's the market. Like the market like the fact that
Maybe
Riley Reid
because
charges
it's
$5.
so expensive, you want to see it more because you know that not many people have seen it.
No.
So it feels like more exclusive.
I don't know, man. I think people immediately are like, where's the Reddit page for this shit? You know what I mean?
I understand. I understand why they would do it, and they can make money doing it. I think. I don't think it's the most profitable. I'm with you there.
I think it's probably the least profitable.
Yeah.
If you're talking about the most, you look at Riley Reid. If you're charging $5, it might be one of them things where it's like you buy it once,
Yeah.
and you enjoy it enough that you're like, fuck it, I'll just keep buying it.
I don't know.
'Cause it's
I don't
only
think I
$5
just
a month.
don't think I would ever do it. So I can't really give my opinion on it. But fuck, I feel like,
If you don't think you'd ever do it, and you'd say you'd do a 70.
bro, thought economics is a real subject, and I should make it.
It's so interesting, man.
Yeah.
Imagine just being a thought.
I would love to.
Imagine just being a slutty chick who could make mad money on
The
Instagram.
thing is, you think that life on easy mode is being like a really hot chick, right? But I don't think there is life on easy mode.
What was that?
There is objectively people who have life easier.
Yeah.
Objectively. Like, there's no way you can deny it.
Sure.
At the end of the day, if you're a rich kid who's 6'4", super good looking, trust fund kid, everything behind you, you're still going to have the same problems that everyone else has. You're still going to, you're still going to have the same mental health problem. You're still going to go through depression. You're still going to go through anxiety if you get it. You're still going to be prone to,
You might.
Yeah.
But you have more money to deal with it.
yeah. But
You
the
have better
money
support
doesn't
systems.
solve your problems. It goes back to would you rather be crying in a $40 million Ferrari, or would you rather have $40 million in your bank account crying in your Ferrari, or be happy in your Toyota?
Well,
Undeniably, I'd pick the Toyota. There
I
would
know
be
you're
no
saying
question.
that, but you're not thinking.
Huh?
If you got a Ferrari with $40 million, you can
Don't
go
care.
hire a fucking psychologist.
Don't care.
Okay.
A psychologist doesn't make you happy.
No, you walk through your problems.
Yeah. What if it doesn't work?
What do you mean? How would you know?
Doesn't matter.
You're
I would-
choosing
I would- I
short-term
would
happiness
take-
over long-term.
I'll
I thought
pick-
you liked the
I'll pick the
long-term,
happy
Baz.
problem. No.
I thought you were the long-term guy.
Yeah. In the long term, I can make money. In the long, but I want to make it in a way that's sustainable, keeps me happy. And at the end of the day, if I'm going to sacrifice my happiness, like the hypothetical means you sacrifice your happiness for the money. I would not even, like, there's not even a question that I'd pick the fucking Toyota.
Sure, if it was you could never be happy but be rich, that's an obvious answer.
Oh, no. If you're
But
just,
it's a lazy
if
question
you're just
because
generally
there are ways.
if you're just generally unhappy with your life.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. There are ways to, like if it's like unhappiness is higher within you,
Yeah.
just as a blanket, sure.
But okay,
But if it's just
yeah,
you're sad or you're not happy,
you're finding ways to make yourself rich and happy.
I know.
That's not the hypothetical.
But no one would ever choose rich if happy wasn't on the table.
Yeah, okay, well then why would I pick happy and why don't I just pick the happy one and get rich?
That's my point. If you couldn't be happy, but you could be rich, no one would ever choose the rich one. If happiness was impossible.
Exactly. Well, I mean, a lot of people would say
your
that, I'd rather
default-
cry in my Ferrari.
Huh?
A lot of people pick that I'd rather cry in my Ferrari.
Yeah, not because they think I'd rather be fucking poor. I'd rather be unhappy. They're thinking I can get happy. Do you know what I mean?
I think they're thinking that the material objects will make them happy.
Yeah, that's my point.
Yeah,
They think
which I think is it's completely wrong. I don't think. Well, I think that if you're getting happiness from the external world, that's a recipe for disaster, and you're guaranteed to fucking be unhappy if you keep on relying on
What if
external
you're getting
things.
mad brain?
Huh?
What if you're getting mad brain every day and that's
Yeah.
what makes you happy?
Yeah. Well, that's different because that's not a material object, and also that doesn't make you happy.
I don't know. What if you're like a sexist and you view women as objects?
Yeah. So.
That's a material object to you now.
But even still, even getting happiness from a person is external, which I think that's a recipe for disaster. It's not going to end well if you get happy. If your happiness depends.
I don't
on
know,
the
dude.
girl.
They do call it a happy ending
True.
for a reason.
Exactly. Yeah. Very, very true. I think there's so. Yeah. I think at the end of the day, happiness shouldn't depend on your job. It shouldn't depend on your car. It shouldn't depend on getting to a goal. Like if you say, "I'll be happy when I can bench 100 kilos. I'll be happy when I have $1 million in the bank." It's when you get there, because we've all set those goals. When you get there, you're disappointed at how far you've gone because you feel like, oh, I'm just in the start. You get to 100 kilos and then you look around you and the guy to your right is doing 20 reps of it. Or the guy on YouTube is doing fucking 30 reps of it.
Do you actually not get happy with the milestones?
No, you get it. You feel satisfied,
I was mad happy,
but
when
you
I got
don't feel
100.
you don't feel like I've climbed the mountain. You feel like you've just gotten to the first peak and there's 20 other peaks.
Yeah, but 100. Sure, I guess you could always feel like that, but I would say
Exactly.
100 kilos.
And
Is,
you might feel
it
good
is
at
a
the
small
time,
peak.
but the next week, how do you feel? One whole week later, you're not being like, oh yeah, fucking big guy.
I'm not
'Cause-
gonna lie. Still, every time I see the 2 plates, I'm happy.
Oh, okay.
I like that fucking feeling. I like seeing that shit. But I get you. I get you when you focus too much on the outcome and you don't focus on the journey. It can be
Yeah.
depressing.
I actually talked to so there's this person that my sister's is friend with, and she coaches really successful people. So she talks to partners in big 4 companies. She talks to partners of law firms, like CEOs, top people. And maybe not the top of the top, but like high senior, like senior level. And a lot of them actually have that feeling where
Senior consultants at
not senior.
KPMG.
We're talking like partners,
Sure.
but not CEO. Like they still have, like they're still like
Sure.
junior, senior level.
Yeah.
And the thing is that all of them have this disappointment with themselves in that they told themselves like, when I get to I'm gonna grind, I'm gonna work, I'm gonna be the fucking hardest work in the room. I'll work the longest hours. I'll deal with the most clients. I'll bring in the most business, so I can get to the partner level, so I can get to the fucking C-suite, so I can become a CFO, whatever. And then they get there, and then they realize, oh fuck, I'm a junior partner. There's a fucking senior partner who's looking down on me. There's a fucking leadership team above them. There's the C-suite above them. Then there's the international group, the American, like the headquarters, and they're all above me. Like I'm literally the bottom of the ladder once again, which is the same way it's been since fucking day one as a human. Anyway, I think we're going to move the topic back to something a little bit more light.
Discord, baby. We've been talking
literally,
about
bro.
it. So we've been talking about it with a few of the buckets. We've been talking about amongst ourselves, and we do admit having a Discord channel for the podcast could be pretty sick. It has a lot
Absolutely.
of benefits. We could do things like shout out to Tyler who brought it up, but like you can have kind of audio channels where we let one person at a time. We're like, you got 10 seconds to tell us a joke.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And we can,
Yeah.
it gives you more
Or we can do these
interaction.
questions in real time and chat with people.
Exactly. And it'd be kind of sick, you know what I mean? Like,
It'd be great for a YouTube video.
yeah, 100.
It'd be really good
Yeah,
for
that's
that.
what I said as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd also be good to like do it and then clip it up
Yep.
and chuck it in, you know what I mean? So you have them both.
I was thinking we could just make our questions into a YouTube video because we can talk about them for like easily 10 minutes. We have to cut it short to make it only like 5-10 minutes.
yeah, you just need a background. That's the
Yeah.
thing. It's annoying.
Anyway, back
But
to
yeah,
the topic.
so that would be sick. Here's the thing though, lads. Having a Discord channel is a responsibility for all of us.
Yeah.
Now, what we
Like
mean by this is there's a lot of people who are older, there's a lot of people younger. We can't be having like some bullying fucking shit going on. You know, we
Yeah.
can't be having any racist stuff.
Yeah, we can't have people like if you're having fights with each other, we don't want the buckets to fucking like be like, oh fuck this community,
Yeah.
hate this, and then leave. Because
We want it to be
like you guys
because
all.
the
We don't want you to
fucking
fight with each
mission
other.
statement of of this podcast is it's all love, have a beer. You know what I
Exactly,
mean? Like,
yeah.
we don't want any of that shit. So we can't have any fucking, people calling N-words or people calling each other names, like any of that shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
we got to have a note. So like, if we're going to do this, maybe we'll put up a poll to see if people are willing, if people are cool, and if they're willing to do this.
But
like,
I feel like this is one of those things where it's like, like in a porn star where it's like, are you over 18?
yeah.
Everyone says yes.
No, but the thing is, we might literally have to have like an iron fist ruling over this shit. So if you're bullying someone or if you're being
But I don't want to
racist
kick anyone out.
I know
I
what you're
want
saying.
everyone to be, because they're all, everyone that talks to us is a fucking sick lad.
No, and see, I 100%
all are.
agree with you. But here's the thing. We're giving this disclaimer now. So if we're giving you the disclaimer and you act like a wanker.
Yeah.
You
Tell
can't do
us
it
your
yourself.
thoughts, boys. Do you guys think it's a good idea? Because like from our perspective, like we want to have this community, but we also don't want it to go out of hand. And it's so easy for Discord chats to go out of
Yeah,
hand.
we want
Everyone
a
knows that.
community. We don't want like
Exactly.
a cesspool of
So give
fucking
us
chance
your
of-
honest thoughts on if you think it's a good idea or a bad idea.
Yeah, because the thing is, the upside could be sick.
Yeah.
Like having so much fan interaction and stuff like that.
Totally agree.
But obviously the downside. It also would help so much with like when we're trying to promote shit like merch and stuff like that in
Yeah,
the future.
we
It'd
have
be
a
sick.
community to talk to about it.
But yeah, so understand that if we do this, we'll post up something. Maybe we'll give it a week to kind of let people talk about it. Like, if you've got any concerns, let us know. But here's the thing. Please understand that if we do this and you're being a cunt, you're probably going to get banned. So like, please, and you might think we're being harsh or whatever, but we just got to like have a strict rule. You know what I mean? You can't be like, you can't be being a cunt.
So
you can't be
just
being
tell us what
racist.
your honest thoughts are. Because I feel like some people will be like, it's probably a bad idea.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No. I've spoken to a lot of people who want to have it.
Yeah.
Like,
It sounds
mad people do wanna
fun
do it.
in theory, but when you tell them the downside, I think it will cause maybe like objectively, it's probably a bad business.
Bro, I brought that up, and even Tyler was like, "I know, but it'd be sick."
Yeah. Okay.
That's the thing. Like,
Fair enough.
it's. So we just look. We need to have an all love fucking atmosphere. You know what I mean? You guys can big each other up. It can be like the fucking we're the army. You know what I mean? We rep each other, but like we can't be having infighting and shit like that. Do you know what I mean? So like,
exactly.
look, we'll give it a week. We'll let people voice their opinions if they want to.
Yeah.
Give us your honest opinions, like Baz says, if you don't think it's a good idea. We obviously do see that there is a potential upside for content creation and stuff, but we just understand that if we do it, it's like, it's all love. It's not fucking being a cunt. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. For the secret word, let's say arcade over picnics.
That's so long, bruv.
Yeah, and then they can find a way to put it into
What about skee ball?
skee ball.
Skee ball.
Oh, because of the arcade. Yeah, skee ball. Put skee ball into a sentence. Make something fun out of it. That'd
Put
be
skee
cool.
ball into a sentence, but it can't be to do with an arcade.
Oh, yeah, skee ball, but it can't be to do with an arcade. That's the secret word. Go on, and I can't wait to read the
I
fucking
got skee
comments.
ball last week. What are you talking about? It's like, oh, it's when you get blue balled while skiing.
Yeah.
No, we were tandem skiing, you know what I mean? I was like hooked
Tandem
up. She was like
skiing.
rubbing her ass on me, but it is what it is.
All right, boys.
Anyway,
it's been an
cheers for
excellent
that.
episode.
Make sure to like, subscribe. Make sure to give us a 5-star review on Apple and
Please,
Google Podcasts.
please.
It helps us so much. Hit up the fucking TikTok where we're going to post from this week on.
Yep.
So you'll see some great content there. Hit up the Instagram if you want to be part of it.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers for that, lads.
All right,
Have a
thank
good
you,
one.
everyone, and see you next week.
Bye.